Hi guys, I'm Amoux from Geek Fam Mobile Legends team, and I'm gonna show you guys about Badang. For Badang, he's like a normal hero which has 3 skills and 1 passive. For the passive, is like after 4 hits, the 5th hit will be a stun. But if you have more attack speed, after 2 hits, the 3rd hit will be a stun instead. So for the first skill, the Qigong Fist, it gives a slow to the enemy. It's a projectile. It can only be blocked by like heroes like Immunity, like Karina or Lolita. So the Qigong Fist can deal a damage plus slow, but if the enemy is near a obstacle, it will give more physical damage. For the second skill, the Fist Break, it dashes towards a enemy and then forms a barrier that can change the terrain of the game because the opponents can only flicker out, or if they don't have any flickers, they can use their skills to go out or make one turn around. That goes to our ultimate, which is the Fist Crack, which gives a tremendous amount of physical damage because it gives a continuous hits. So to combo it, usually people will be like first skill the Qigong Fist to slow them, second skill to catch them, and then they open the ultimate because every hit from Badang near an obstacle will give a extra damage. For me, I have 2 emblems which I use. The first emblem which I recommend to use is the fighter emblems if you have it, which is level, for me it's level 60. So which I use, which is physical attack 3 points, attack speed 3 points, and the last one will be disabling strike. Because for Badang, right, first skill has the slow effect. So when you slow the enemy, it activates your disabling strike and then deals more damage towards the enemy. Secondly, I would use the assassin build. So 3 points for physical attack, 3 points for spell vamp to sustain, and then the high and dry. So when the enemy, usually when you're off laning, you're facing the only solo enemy, so it's easier for you to take them out. But if you don't have the 2 emblems, haven't unlocked yet, you can use the physical emblem set, which I do the 2 points for HP, 1 point for physical defense, 3 points for physical attack, and the open fire. For Badang, right, if you're the player who always uses the ultimate to kill off or make the most damage, then the 2 important items will be Demon Hunter and then the Golden Staff. But if you don't really like to use the ultimate, but you like to spam your first skill, what I can recommend is going for the Endless Battle and then going for the Blade of Despair. But that will be really expensive, but the damage output for both items on the first skill will be really impactful. For Badang, how do you start the early game is that because you're a fighter role, so go to the top lane and then or the bottom lane, just cut the lane because you're a fighter, you can sustain a lot of damages and can lifesteal quite a fair amount. So just cut the lane so that you put pressure on your lane, and then just get your level 2. Try to steal the jungle if you can, but if you can't, just buy some time to get the gold crab, and then you're really impactful once you have your ultimate if you're going for the standard build, which is the Demon Hunter and Golden Staff, because during the laning phase, you will probably face a solo laner as well, so you might want to trap them and hit them with the ultimate, and the ultimate can give you a lot of damage once you get the both items. In the mid game, try to rotate more towards the bottom lane. Apart from the early game, which you just hold to hug your turret to buy some time to pressure the lane. In the mid lane, when your first turret is down, when the opponent first turret is down, try to help out in the mid lane. Because you can rotate very fast using your second skill, and then just pick off the mid laner, which usually will be alone, or the off laner, which also will be alone, and it will be a sure kill for Badang most of the time. So during the late game, what you can do is that just trap whoever is in front to give the terrain change and catch anyone that's inside or outside of the trap a startle position which they need to reposition themselves because of the terrain change. Even if you catch the tanker, like for example Minotaur, but when you catch them you open your ultimate. Even if Minotaur has the rage, Badang has the immunity whenever he has the shield, so you can just sustain down there when he throws his ultimate. And during the late game, if you don't have your ultimate, just open your second skill when there's a obstacle and enemy is inside. Once in the late game, you already have attack speed, so every 2 hits, the third hit will be a confirmed stun when they are inside. So it's gonna be an easy kill for Badang in the late game. Okay, that's all for Badang from us in the Geek Fam Mobile Legends. We'll see you guys in the next video. See you soon.